Have you ever felt dismissed, ignored, or quietly underestimated by someone who should have recognized your value? In today's lesson, we're going to explore 9 attitudes that can deeply unsettle people like that, all grounded in Stoic principles. These attitudes act like inner instruments, reshaping how you carry yourself in relationships and how you deal with those who fail to appreciate you as they should. Imagine having complete command over your emotions and reactions, remaining steady no matter how others behave. Imagine maintaining calm and dignity even in the most testing moments. What if you could move through conflict without being shaken? Stay with me, because these 9 strategies will show you exactly how, bringing clarity, self-trust, and quiet confidence into your life. Many people have given their best and still gone unseen, their efforts overlooked, their qualities ignored. If you've experienced that, you're not alone. Today, we'll speak directly about this reality and offer practical actions you can apply immediately to strengthen your self-respect and improve how others respond to your presence. Stay until the end and discover why these attitudes can leave those who undervalue you deeply unsettled. Let's begin with the first, the quiet impact of silence. Have you noticed how, at times, silence carries more weight than words? Picture someone trying to provoke you, attempting to diminish you, waiting for an emotional outburst, and instead you remain silent, calm, and grounded. That is strategic silence, a Stoic tool capable of completely shifting the balance of an interaction. In Stoic philosophy, silence is not emptiness. It's intention. It's a deliberate choice, an act of self-command and inner authority. When you choose not to react verbally to provocation, you demonstrate control over your emotions, a level of mastery few ever reach. This restraint disarms the other person and often leaves them unsettled because they were expecting reaction, not restraint. Think back to moments when you were treated unfairly or underestimated. How did you respond? When you argue or rush to explain yourself, you step into the other person's game, but silence refuses the game altogether. It's like a chessboard where, instead of forcing a move, you observe, analyze, and wait, if a move is even necessary at all. Silence gives you space. Space to think clearly, space to assess the situation, space to decide whether any response is truly required. It shows that you are not controlled by impulse or emotion, and that confuses those who try to destabilize you, because most people expect confrontation, retaliation, or emotional noise. If this perspective resonates with you, pause for a moment and like this video. It helps this message reach others who need this mindset. Silence also reveals something deeper, inner strength. When you remain quiet in the face of disrespect, you signal that your sense of worth doesn't rely on approval, praise, or recognition. Your confidence is internal, independent, untouched by opinions, and that kind of strength is powerful precisely because it cannot be attacked. Now imagine how this transforms your relationships. Instead of being pulled into unnecessary arguments and conflicts, you remain composed and grounded. People begin to perceive you differently. They sense that you are not easily shaken, that your strength comes from a deep, unmovable place. And this shift isn't only external. Internally, you begin to experience a calm and confidence you may have never known before. You realize there's nothing to prove. Your value isn't found in arguments won or words spoken, but in the way you move through life with clarity, restraint, and purpose. Stay with me, because this is only the beginning. So the next time someone tries to diminish you or provoke you, remember the power of Stoic silence. Use it as your quiet weapon and watch how you begin to transform not only your relationships but yourself. Silence can become your strongest ally on the Stoic path, revealing your inner strength to the world without you needing to say a single word. Now let's move deeper into emotional balance, the mastery of staying calm. Have you ever been in a situation where someone tried to provoke you, clearly expecting an explosive reaction? Imagine the power of remaining composed, of refusing to give the response they are waiting for. This is what Stoicism calls the art of non-reaction, one of its most valuable principles. Picture a meeting where someone makes a sarcastic remark about your work. All eyes turn to you, waiting for you to push back, to defend yourself. But instead, you take a slow breath, look at the person calmly, and choose not to respond right away. That pause, that restraint, is where your real power lives. Most people believe that reacting quickly is a sign of strength. In reality, it's often the opposite. Impulsive reactions usually mean your emotions are in control of you, not the other way around. Stoicism teaches that true strength lies in maintaining clarity and composure, even when you're being tested. Think of a burning ember. If you blow on it, the fire grows. If you leave it alone, it slowly fades. When you don't react immediately, you give your emotions time to settle. You create space to think clearly and to respond in a way that truly reflects who you are and what you stand for. And there's another effect. When you refuse to react impulsively, you confuse the person trying to destabilize you. They were expecting an outburst, a counterattack, something that would validate their provocation. By not reacting, you break that cycle. You show that you are not ruled by the heat of the moment. You are in control. If this lesson is helping you see yourself differently, take a moment to subscribe to the channel. This kind of discipline is built through repetition and reflection. Now imagine how this changes your daily interactions. Instead of being seen as someone who is easily triggered, you become a calm, steady presence. People begin to respect you more. They see someone who thinks before acting, someone who doesn't shake easily. And this ability doesn't just improve your relationships with others, it strengthens your inner peace. As you learn the art of non-reaction, life becomes lighter. Small provocations lose their power. You realize that you can choose your responses, that you can live according to your values, rather than being pulled around by the emotions of others. So the next time someone tries to provoke you, remember this art. Pause, breathe, let the moment settle, then choose your response with intention. You may be surprised by how much this changes your life and by the level of respect it quietly earns you. Stay with me, because the next attitude goes even deeper. The art of non-reaction is one of the greatest strengths Stoicism offers. It allows you to live with balance and serenity, grounded in something deeper, and that naturally leads us to the next principle: self-sufficiency, the path to real freedom. Have you ever thought about the freedom that comes from being self-sufficient? Imagine not needing to rely on anyone to pursue your goals or fulfill your desires. This doesn't just make you stronger, it changes how the world responds to you. Self-sufficiency is a quiet display of power and confidence, something Stoic philosophy deeply respects. When you are self-sufficient, you are no longer trapped by other people's expectations or demands. Think about how liberating that is. You are in control of your life and your choices, and that control shows up in everything you do. People begin to see you differently. They sense your independence. They respect your strength. Picture a garden you tend with your own hands. Every plant that grows, every flower that blooms exists because of your effort. That garden is your life. When you build it yourself, the result is authentic. It reflects your dedication and resilience, and those around you can't help but notice. When you become selective about who you allow into your life, you stop accepting poor treatment. You know you can stand on your own. That alone makes people recognize your value. They want to be part of your life not out of need, but by choice. Self-sufficiency also protects you from manipulation. Anyone who tries to diminish you quickly senses that you don't depend on them for anything. That awareness shuts down their attempts. You rise above small games and quiet traps. Each time you embody self-sufficiency, you send a powerful message: I am enough. That message echoes through everything you do. It strengthens your sense of worth and sharpens your purpose. People around you feel it. They see someone who doesn't bend easily, someone capable of overcoming challenges without leaning on others. This doesn't mean isolating yourself or refusing help. It means knowing deep down that if you had to, you could walk your path alone. That confidence is magnetic. It draws respect. People see someone who knows their worth and doesn't feel the need to prove it. If this mindset speaks to you, take a moment to like this video. It helps spread this discipline to others who need it. So cultivate self-sufficiency. In doing so, you don't just strengthen yourself, you shift the entire dynamic of your relationships. You become a symbol of strength and independence, someone others want near them, because in the end, being self-sufficient is one of the greatest powers you can develop. It shows the world that you are whole within yourself. Now let's move to another essential principle, prioritizing the mind. When you focus on what truly matters, something subtle but powerful happens. You begin to live with purpose. Instead of being dragged by the demands and expectations of others, you decide what deserves your energy. That choice builds an inner strength that's hard to shake. Imagine being at a crowded party filled with noise and shallow conversations. Instead of forcing yourself to engage with everyone, you choose to speak with one or two people who genuinely matter to you. That focus transforms the experience. You leave feeling connected and fulfilled, not drained. And this too is Stoic power. Now bring this into your own life. When you focus on what truly matters, you begin to say no to anything that adds no real value. This doesn't just free your time and energy, it sends a clear message. You know what you want, and you're not willing to be pulled off course by distractions. Those who try to diminish you don't know how to deal with this because you're no longer playing their game. Think of a ship in open water. Without a clear destination, any wind or current can push it off course. But with a fixed direction, it moves forward with purpose, regardless of the storms. When you gain clarity about what is essential, you become that ship. Steady, directed, unmoved by other people's attempts to distract or derail you. This focus on what matters most also brings inner peace. When you stop worrying about trivial things and direct your attention to what truly counts, life begins to feel lighter. Anxieties lose their grip. You start to notice the quiet beauty in simple, meaningful moments. Many people never experience this state, and that's exactly what leaves them confused when they see it in you. Here's the deeper truth. When you focus on the essential, you become a source of inspiration. People around you sense your clarity and determination. They notice that you're not shaken by small things, and they begin to respect it. Those who try to devalue you feel unsettled because they can't understand how you remain so focused and grounded. If this lesson is helping you, take a moment to like this video. It supports the channel and helps this message reach more people. So start living with intention. Prioritize what matters. Let go of the rest. This is one of the most powerful teachings of Stoicism, and it can completely change how you live and how others perceive you. When you concentrate on what's essential, you don't just discover a new strength within yourself. You show the world that you know what you want and that nothing and no one can easily pull you away from it. Now, let's talk about something just as vital, the necessity of boundaries. Imagine a beautiful shoreline where the tide has a clear limit. The water knows how far it can go, and the land remains calm and protected. In the same way, we need clear boundaries in our lives. Setting boundaries is an act of self-respect, and it's essential if you want others to respect you as well. Boundaries aren't walls meant to push people away. They create a safe space where you can grow. When you define what is acceptable and what is not, you're telling the world that you value yourself enough to protect your well-being. This doesn't just strengthen your self-respect, it changes how others see you. Think of your life as a garden. Without fences, people and circumstances will trample what you've worked hard to grow. By placing boundaries around your garden, you protect what matters most. In the same way, boundaries preserve your inner peace and your time, two of the most valuable resources you have. And this too is Stoic strength in action. When you begin to set boundaries, something remarkable happens. People start treating you with more respect. They realize you're no longer willing to tolerate any kind of behavior and that your time and energy matter. This can unsettle those who were used to crossing your limits because now they're forced to adjust how they approach you. Boundaries also give you a sense of control. You're no longer at the mercy of other people's demands or expectations. You decide where your time goes and what deserves your energy. That choice creates a deep sense of freedom and strengthens your confidence in every decision you make. Don't mistake boundaries for selfishness. In truth, they are one of the highest forms of self-respect you can practice. When you value yourself enough to say no when necessary, you're taking care of your own well-being, and that, in turn, allows you to show up as a better version of yourself for the people who truly matter. By setting clear boundaries, you also lead by example. Others see that it's possible to live according to your values and priorities without being pulled around by outside pressure. You become proof that an authentic, grounded life is possible. That alone makes you a quiet source of inspiration. So take a moment to reflect on the boundaries you need to establish. Respect yourself and watch how the world begins to respect you in return. Setting limits is a powerful Stoic practice that can transform your relationships and, more importantly, how you see yourself. In doing so, you'll discover a new strength and an inner peace that comes from knowing you're protecting your own garden. Have you ever felt overwhelmed because you couldn't say no or because others kept crossing your limits? Imagine the relief and strength you would feel by creating clear boundaries that protect your time and inner calm. How do you think your life would change if you began respecting yourself more and asking for that same respect from others? Share your thoughts in the comments, and if you feel comfortable, tell your story. Now let's talk about time, one of the greatest sources of wisdom. Imagine the ability to let time work in your favor, turning every moment into an opportunity for growth. Stoicism teaches us to see time as an ally, not an enemy. This perspective alone can unsettle those who try to rush, pressure, or underestimate you. Look at nature. A tree doesn't hurry to grow. It follows its own rhythm, enduring seasons and storms without complaint. Over time, it becomes strong, grounded, unshakable. This is the Stoic way, understanding that time, when respected, transforms hardship into strength and patience into power. When someone tries to provoke you or demands an immediate response, your calm can leave them confused. While everyone else rushes to react, you remain steady. This ability to wait, to allow things to unfold, reveals a rare and admirable inner strength. Using time to your advantage doesn't mean being passive. It's an active form of control. When you choose to wait for the right moment to act, you show deep awareness of the situation and confidence in your ability to handle whatever comes next. It's like a chess game, where every move is intentional and made at exactly the right moment. Remember the times you rushed into a decision and later regretted it. Now imagine if you had waited, reflected more deeply, and allowed time to reveal the right path. This is the wisdom of time. A Stoic lesson that teaches us not to act impulsively, but with discernment and clarity. At first, those who observe your patience may underestimate you. They may assume you're hesitating or unsure, but over time, they begin to recognize the strength behind your calm. They realize you're not reacting at random. You're acting according to a well-considered path. Knowing that time brings new opportunities and clearer solutions is a sign of true strength. Those who try to tear you down or diminish you often grow frustrated by your patience. They come to see that you are like a deeply rooted tree, continuing to grow no matter how fierce the storms become. Use time to reflect, to mature, and to strengthen your resilience. Show the world that your patience is not weakness, but a powerful expression of control and wisdom. In doing so, you become a living example of serenity and strength. If you're enjoying this video and want to continue learning how to apply Stoic principles to transform your life, take a moment to subscribe to the channel. Join us on this journey of growth and self-mastery. Now let's talk about practicing gratitude. Imagine dealing with someone negative, someone who constantly tries to bring you down with criticism or contempt. Now imagine responding to that person with genuine gratitude. It may sound counterintuitive, but gratitude has the power to completely shift the dynamic and unsettle those who don't value you. When you begin to cultivate gratitude, something profound happens. Your perspective changes. You start noticing what is good in situations and in people, even in those who seem determined to undermine you. By expressing gratitude, you don't just improve your emotional state. You disrupt the expectations of those who were hoping for a negative reaction. Think of gratitude as a quiet weapon. When someone criticizes you and you respond calmly with, "Thank you for the feedback, I'll reflect on that," you disarm them completely. They expected to shake you. Instead, they're met with composure and appreciation, leaving them unsure of how to continue. Practicing gratitude also strengthens your positive relationships. You begin to value meaningful moments more deeply, reinforcing your sense of well-being. Those who try to devalue you notice that their words have little or no effect. Gratitude becomes not just a response, but a way of living. Start your day with it. Be grateful for waking up, for small things, a warm cup of coffee, a sincere smile, a moment of quiet. This shifts your energy and transforms how you face challenges. Over time, this attitude radiates outward and influences everyone around you. Now think of a moment when you were criticized unfairly. Instead of responding with anger, imagine saying, "I appreciate your perspective. It gives me something new to consider." This response reflects maturity and self-control. It catches critics off guard and shows that you are grounded, not fragile. People around you begin to respect this. They see that you are not easily shaken, that your foundation is built on gratitude and inner stability. That foundation becomes a fortress that negativity cannot penetrate. Gratitude is transformative. It's not just about politeness. It's about changing how you see the world and how you engage with it. With every expression of thanks, you build a shield against negativity and strengthen your inner peace. So the next time someone tries to bring you down with harsh words, respond with gratitude. Watch how it transforms the interaction and deepens your calm and confidence. Now let's talk about the power of Stoic resilience. When life presents challenges and obstacles, how do you face them? For the Stoics, resilience is an essential virtue. It's the strength that allows you to meet adversity with courage and composure. It's not just about enduring hardship, but about growing through it and revealing the depth of your character. Imagine a river flowing through mountains. It encounters rocks, fallen trees, and steep drops, yet it doesn't stop. It adapts, finds new paths, and continues until it reaches its destination. That is Stoic resilience. No matter how many difficulties appear, you move forward, learning and adjusting along the way. When those around you fail to recognize your value, it's tempting to feel discouraged. But Stoic resilience teaches you to stand tall. You understand that your worth does not depend on external recognition, but on your own standards and the consistent effort you invest in your actions. Every challenge you overcome confirms your inner strength, something no one can take from you. This quiet resilience confuses those who try to diminish you. They expect you to break or retreat. Instead, they witness endurance, and they realize their efforts are pointless. Your ability to keep moving forward, regardless of circumstances, becomes your greatest advantage. You are not merely resilient, you are unbreakable. Stoic resilience is not built overnight. It's a daily practice, a constant choice to face difficulties with courage and clarity. The more you practice it, the stronger you become. For the Stoics, obstacles are hidden opportunities, chances to sharpen the mind and fortify the spirit. So the next time you face a challenge or encounter someone who fails to see your worth, remember Stoic resilience. Treat every obstacle as a chance to grow, a chance to prove to yourself and to the world the depth of your inner strength. Now let's explore one of the most powerful and transformative virtues in Stoicism: honesty. Not just any honesty, but direct, uncompromising truth. The kind that doesn't hide behind excuses or soften reality. This Stoic transparency can disarm criticism and earn deep respect. When you practice radical honesty, you show the world you have nothing to hide. This creates an atmosphere of trust around you. People know your words are real. There's no room for games or manipulation. Your authenticity becomes undeniable. Imagine making a mistake. The common instinct is to justify or minimize it. A Stoic does the opposite. You acknowledge it. Yes, I made an error. Here's what I'm doing to fix it. This response disarms critics and demonstrates strength of character. People respect those who own their flaws and take responsibility. The same applies to praise. Being honest about the strengths of others builds trust and strengthens relationships. When your compliments are sincere and measured, people know they come from a genuine place. That authenticity deepens respect and admiration. Living transparently takes courage. It requires facing uncomfortable truths and receiving criticism with openness. But that courage is rewarded with a more meaningful and authentic life. When you stop pretending or trying to please everyone, your mind feels lighter and your path becomes clearer. Being brutally honest doesn't mean being cruel. You can be direct without being harsh. The key is intention. When honesty comes from respect and a desire for growth, it's received differently. People see that you care enough to speak the truth, even when it's difficult. This practice also strengthens your self-confidence. When you know you're living in alignment with your values and hiding nothing, you walk with greater certainty. That inner security shows in how you carry yourself, head held high, grounded in who you are. In professional life, this virtue opens doors. Leaders who practice transparency earn loyalty and trust. They create environments where communication is clear and goals are shared. That clarity leads to stronger results and deeper respect. If you want to embody this virtue and continue learning how Stoicism can transform your daily life, subscribe to the channel and leave a like. And if you've made it this far, leave a comment with the words, "The Wise Stoic." Let's continue walking this path of self-knowledge and growth together. Until the next video.